Afternoon.
Afternoon.
How's it going?
Hey, Sam.
Yes.
I heard a story today. A bit of gossip.
I hate it when you tell me secrets. Okay, all right. Do I need to know this or not? Bear in mind, guys, FYI, she does this to me all the time. She goes, come on, we're going live. And I'm like, okay, what about? She goes, I don't know, we'll work it out. And then she springs shit like this on me. Like, I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't like knowing secrets.
I didn't tell you a secret. It's not a secret.
You literally just said secret.
No, I didn't.
Okay, go on then.
I said I heard a bit of gossip.
That's about the same thing, but go on.
So, Sam, I heard a little bit of gossip today that someone said that Phatt's just about going down. It's about...
Going down where?
It's about...
Down under?
It's dying.
Down under? Am I allowed to swear? No.
No, you're not allowed to swear.
What numpty told you that?
Oh, well, I just heard it, Sam.
You love a bit of goss. Love a bit of goss. Yeah, no. Never mind. Ignore them.
Ignore them?
Well...
What would you say to these people out here that are watching us to convince them that it's not dying?
I don't think we need to convince them, do we? Don't our sales and customers speak for themselves? Anyway. Numpties all over the joint. All good.
No, we're all good.
Oh, you know what I did hear though, as well?
What'd you hear?
Like, it's been a week of gossip. This isn't really gossip. It's not very exciting. Someone was like, oh, you have to... if you're going to be successful in direct sales or whatever, like the satellite businesses, you've got to invest this much. You've got to find yourself like a person and you pay them like $1 bajillion a month and they make you successful. What a load of shit. That is nonsense. You and I literally stumbled out of the bush and accidentally made this because, and Carmel, big shout out to you, Carmel. You were always the one who helped us with the nutrition side of things. But we basically stumbled out of the bush, created this fat weight loss program, which has taken the world by storm for at least the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Ish. And you want to know why it is as successful as it is? Because I can tell you, because I do the books. Number one, it's the fact that we do one-on-one mentoring. No question. Even my mom did the program. And, you know, mums can be... My mum is amazing. Like, literally the best human being I know. But...
excuse me.
You're a close second, don't worry. Third after Crumbly.
Right.
Anyway. And even she was a little bit like... You're a geophysicist. What are you doing? Isn't this like a very risky business to get into? Anyway, she ended up doing the fat program and lost so much weight. She had to get her rings resized. So my mum wears rings on every finger and her thumbs. And my dad used to buy her rings all the time, all different ones. She had to get them all resized because she lost weight on the fat program. Anyway, I suppose it's not that funny actually. So basically the one, and she always says to me, darling, it's very English, darling, it's the mentoring. It's the mentoring. That's what kept me on touch. Her mentor is Val Harris in the UK. Shout out to Val. And then we chat about it a bit. And she goes, also my nails don't break anymore. And I'm like, well, yes, that's because you're getting like decent nutrition into your body. And she's like, I've never been able to grow my nails. So now she's got long nails and she's thin. Her fingers have really benefited from the fat program. Anyway, so there's that. We never got greedy.
Yeah.
That is one of the most important reasons why our business is taking the world by storm and still sustaining itself and still growing and growing and growing till this day, is we never decided to get greedy. Because when it exploded, and I do mean exponential growth, anybody who's maths or science out there, give me a shout. Nothing like a bit of an exponential curve. It took off so fast that we actually didn't know how to keep up with it. We could have sold it for $1,000 a pop.
Yeah.
At that time, easily, and become multimillionaires easily, but we didn't, because the idea is that fat is for everybody. It's not for the wealthy. It's not, the healthy shouldn't be just for the wealthy. Healthy should be for everyone. In fact, an argument.
You're saying this very well.
It's easy when you know what you're talking about.
Well, you know, like I've educated you a lot.
Excuse me. I'm a straight A student.
Yeah, I know, but you know, like health was my mantra. Health for everybody was my mantra.
It was health, wealth, choice. That's her thing, and it did work. That's what's worked. Like, so we never got greedy. So everybody could afford our program. It's real food because no one wants to drink milkshakes 5 times a day because it sucks. So we've got real food. We've got chicken. We've got lamb. We've got vegetarian programs. We've got Indian programs. We've got avocado. Woo! Everyone goes mental over avocado. It's the best food ever. Herbs, spices. When I did the program the first time when we first got together, and literally what got me through was lemon, garlic, and chili is not really on the program. You've got to be a little bit careful about chili, but like in small doses, it's okay. But you can flavour anything with lemon, chili, and garlic. Literally. I was like throwing it on a steak, throwing it on some chicken, throwing it on some lamb, like fish, whatever.
And I survived on soy sauce.
Yes, the tamari soy. Yeah, you enjoy
Yeah.
it. Oh, that's also good, yeah.
Yes.
So there's that. So there's real food, mentoring.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't greedy.
Yep.
And it's all available online. So we're not like posting things to people in the mail and, waiting 3-4 days for my stuff to arrive. Our company who provides the products, the shipping is really quite like on point these days, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
Yeah. So there's lots of reasons why the Phatt program is still in business. And one of the things is that it's not just in Australia anymore. It's global. And that's a really exciting thing, isn't it?
So we started it in Western Australia in a little house just down the road.
Yeah.
We're now in 54 countries? Something like that? It's
yes.
about 54 countries, I think. I should have done the maths before the live.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
it's
actually, our company, Partner Co, is in 51 companies. And they're just opening.
But we do dodgies and we ship to the other ones. No. We would never.
But they're growing because we're expanding. And so they're expanding their portfolio. But one of the things is that Phatt is actually in 38 countries when we were left our last company. And now we are in 43 countries that we are actually based in. And as Sam said, we can stretch into any country because what we do is we ship from Australia. So it's growing. It constantly grows. And one of the things that we would say is that what other company grows as fast as this? How many other people are expanding like this?
Yeah, I've never known anybody who has been involved in a company that has worked quite like this.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah,
it's actually huge.
It's really fantastic. And the people that we're working with, they have a real mission. Like it's not just like, oh yeah, cool, do this, we'll get paid. Boom. It's a lot more about the people, and it's a lot more. You always say the people.
It is.
It's a lot more about how many lives we can change, and it's been thousands and thousands since we started off. And yes, we did have a little bit of a hiccup a few months back when our supplier went west. But the best thing about Phatt is we basically just picked it up and popped it somewhere else. And as long as we had the same nutrition and the same quality of products, nothing else needed to change at all.
No.
Which makes the transition really seamless.
Yeah.
And we made sure that we were going to be going somewhere where our customers would be getting the same results and our brand partners would be getting the same results as well.
Yeah.
And we've ticked both those boxes really well. In fact, potentially better than we already were.
I think that we're better than what we really were. And if you have a look on my Facebook today, you will see that there's lots of good stories on my Facebook today, especially there's an income one there that will just show you a little bit about what we do. One of the things that we have always talked about is health and wealth and choice. And, we can teach people about health and we're very good at that. But what happens is that when you become a mentor with us, you don't just become a mentor and you go, oh, good, congratulations, you joined a business. You actually have to go through a training process and you actually have to qualify to become a mentor with Phatt. It's not something that we give out lightly. It's something that you have to...
You have to score 100 points to get your certificate. And if you don't, you've got to redo the whole thing. Yeah. Because we're not out here being cowboys. We are understanding that we need to make sure that people are supported and make sure that people know what they need to be, supporting their body with. But more than that, it's the mental support. Anybody can lose weight. Like, just, don't eat shit. But what's more important is that somebody is there every single day to support you and say, listen, don't eat the lollipop. You don't need it, you know. And then next day you check in with them and go, oh, I'm down 100 grams or whatever it is. That's the joy part of this. And as a mentor, we've both been mentors for like 10 years. And we've got people we know and people that we don't know messaging us every single day. And they're like, yeah, I'm down 300 grams. And we're like, yes. And that's where the joy comes from. Yeah. And then we've also got people who have decided to become mentors themselves. Many just for the fun of it, many just for the support factor, many because they wanted to increase their income, all that sort of things. Everyone's got their own reasons. So then we've got people coming to us going, oh my God, I put my kids through school this month.
How many people come to us?
Mental.
How many people come to us though and say, I'm so grateful to be part of the Phatt family?
Oh. Every single day for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. So what's that? 3,650 people-ish.
You know, like
that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people every day.
And that's just us. That's not even talking about the Sue Colliers of the world and the Kylie Skinners of the world and the Vijayas of the world, like all those people who are incredible business owners within our business and mentors within our business. You go look at Kylie Skinner's stuff on Facebook. She's just like, she oozes love, sometimes too much. But we're so invested in that part of it. That's why I don't know, I come from a mining background. I was a geophysicist. I am a geophysicist. I qualified as a geophysicist. And it was great, don't get me wrong. I had a great time. But the joy of changing a person's life for better, whether it's health or wealth or choice.
It changes, doesn't it?
It's nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
Yeah. So I feel that when you were a geophysicist, it was about you.
Well, it was about the rest of the world, really, because, you know, people need mining. You know,
but at the end
if you have an iPhone, you need mining. If you drive a car, you need mining. However, it was really fun in my 20s. I was just like running around the bush with my mates.
But it was about you.
Yeah, I was making money.
It was about money. It was about you.
All right, I'm still a good person.
But it was about you, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, and my mates.
Yeah. So it was about you.
It was a lot about the bank account. The bank account really prospered.
And I spent it. But it was
every dollar. And actually, do you know what? Interestingly, yes, I felt very wealthy at the time, but we've actually managed to make sure that more of our team are wealthier, and we are making more money than I was as a geophysicist now, which I'm not even remotely like that. I never thought this would ever happen in my entire life. But you know what happens when you've got a bit of wealth, you've got a bit of choice, you can help people.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little mini story. Well, they're probably bored by now, but a mini story. My sister had a baby in December, and this baby was born with all her organs in the wrong place, and it was basically touch and go for about 4 months. Multiple times, my mum rang me and said, "You need to come home." And then it was like, no, wait, we've got one more shot at this. Anyway, I am very, very, very grateful to say that my beautiful niece is still alive today. But what I was able to do from the other side of the world, bear in mind, my family live in England. And what was happening was my siblings and my mum were all trying to cover all the bases, right? So they're getting Ubers from one side of London to the other, which is very expensive. My mum's living in Surrey. She's going up to try and look after the other baby. And it's just a nightmare. And all of them were in a situation where they were just like, I don't know how long we can sustain this for. And we were in the luxurious position to be able to send them some money. And I literally just gifted my family. I couldn't do anything from here. There was no point in me flying home because everyone was feeling useless. And so we managed to gift my family money just for stuff like Ubers, hospital food, coffees, days off work, simply being able to live in London, but not working every single day. And I reckon that's probably the coolest thing I've ever done with the money that we've ever made.
Really?
I think so. Well, I think so.
They
literally just melted. They melted. Because, you know, when you've got a family member who's in trouble, no one wants to go, oh, I can't afford to help. but that's where they were. They couldn't afford to help. But we could afford to help. And that's what we did.
That's really cool, Sam.
I'm going to meet her soon.
I've not heard you talk about
I'm going
that
to England next week and I meet my little niece and I'm going to smash her on her 21st and be like, how dare you put us through this?
One of the cool things is that Sam and I have a little story about when Sam and I first met. And Sam and I first met and I was on a mission to find out what this industry was about and to try and build it. And I was on this mission, right? And Sam was a geophysicist at the time and had no concept about the universe or what
Actually,
I
had a lot of concept. I studied quantum physics.
Yeah, but not the same universe as what I studied.
Oh, yeah.
So
I studied the actual universe.
And what did I study?
You studied the universe that gives you things you want.
Right.
Which actually I sort of come to believe, which is ridiculous.
So,
you go.
So Sam had no concept about this, and I am a big believer in abundance, right? So we were doing a course, and Sam and I went to do this course. It was called Born Rich, and we went and did
I was reluctant.
Yeah, Sam didn't want to go. And I said to her, you stay in bed, I'm going.
And then I knew she'd leave me. I was like,
I did.
damn, I better go.
So Sam came and she was like scribbling on the paper and I'm nudging and I'm going, listen. And she's like,
no, I was writing things down.
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, but we were only new in our relationship. So I didn't really understand how Sam's brain worked at that point. So we were just
Do you
like,
now?
Yeah, I've got a fair good idea now.
Can you let me know?
So we were doing this course. Anyway, we had to leave the course and they were talking about abundance and how you think about money and things like this. And they was talking about if you saved $20 a week out of your wages and you put it into a jar, at the end of the day, that $20 would grow and you would have enough money to either reinvest or and that money would continue to grow.
It was all about mindset. It wasn't, There wasn't a huge amount of maths that came into this. Because it was all, anyway, sorry, Karen.
But so they were talking about this abundance and how the law of abundance works. So Sam and I had to leave at night because I was going to a horse event. And so we had to leave that afternoon and we travelled 3 hours to get to the event. We did the event and then we were walking back from the event to the car and we were just walking through the bush, weren't we?
Just traipsing through.
But as we were walking through, and it was dark, but we looked down on the ground and there was a $20 note there. And
Score.
we just looked at each other.
It was like a little mini, doo-doo.
Yeah, it was like a little thing.
Light bulb, little sign.
And we looked for the signs, right? So we had this little sign and we picked up this $20 note and we took it home and we thought that would be the first start of our jar. And so we did. We put it in a jar and that was the beginning. But that was our first sign of abundance. And we were like, wow. From there, Sam and I decided that I had convinced Sam that she needed to buy a house.
Well, when we got together, you see, someone didn't have any money. And
Nothing.
Someone else had been saving.
15,000, so not a lot.
Whoa, I was 28. Real snatcher. That's a lot. Anyway, so long story short,
Sam decided that
bought a house. What did we do?
You bought the house. You bought the house.
Yeah, but it was all... She told me what to do. I was like, whatever, you take it back. I don't know what to do.
But Sam bought a house and we
No, it was our house. You did the designing.
Yeah, but it was Sam's house. And Sam decided to... we built this house and we built it. And then we had put the $15,000 down as a deposit because we knew that we needed a deposit. And we also then had the first homeowners grant.
Which I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I'm living in like Peter Pan land. I was fully from Neverland.
So...
And I didn't realise there was an end to Neverland. Neverland.
So...
Apparently I'm a grown-up now.
So what happened was that the government took us our first homeowners grant, but didn't ever want our 15,000. So They gave us 15.
We were really confused. We were like, why are people giving us money?
So we had,
Don't mention it.
we had $20. Plus now we had the 15,000. So we were like, wow.
And I had a chest of drawers.
We were like, wow. And then what happened, Sam got a payout because she had hurt her back. So Sam gets this payout.
I broke 2 vertebrae. It wasn't hurt my back. I broke 2 vertebrae.
Yeah, but you've got a payout of 8,000.
Yeah, but you belittle it. I broke 2 vertebrae. That's significant.
We're not talking about the vertebrae. We're talking about the money.
You're not.
So Sam got a payout of 8,000, right? So now we have 15,000 and 20. And
you made me ring Jez. He upped it from 8 to 11. 11 grand for 2 vertebrae. That's 5.5 grand per vertebra. So if I need more, I get out the hammer.
So we now had this extra money, right? So we were like, wow.
And $20.
And we were rich, right? We were like, wow. Then we built the house, and because we had built an
Solar
oven.
panels.
Was it solar? No, we didn't have solar panels.
No, we did.
No, we don't have solar panels in the house.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
That's why they gave us the money back.
No, they gave us the money.
I will bet you $20. We have solar panels on the Byford house.
We don't.
Tomorrow, you're going to owe me $20. Ready?
You're going to owe me. Okay. Anyway, we had this thing that we had in the house that was eco-friendly. So
Yeah, they're called solar panels.
no. So no, you don't have solar
They're
panels
on the
there.
roof.
You don't.
I'll take them off.
You don't have any on there.
I'll put them on my truck.
You did not. You did not have any on there. Anyway, so we got $1,000. So this $1,000. Now
Bloody hell, how much are we up to now?
we had 15, 11.
Don't forget the $20.
Right. And then we had
the
the
20
$20.
bucks.
And now we had another
I don't,
1,000.
is anyone listening anymore?
Probably not. So now we had all this extra money, right? So what happened then was that we were driving down the road and we passed a guy that had got a flat tire.
Oh, yeah, that bloke.
And so he was
Shame.
struggling. He
I'm sorry
was
for him.
struggling.
He was on a date, and quite clearly his girlfriend was not impressed that he didn't have a jack in his car.
Yeah.
And it was dark, and it was
Yeah.
on a country road.
Yeah. So Sam got out and fixed his tire for him and helped him.
And he was like,
He was very grateful.
completely emasculated. Poor bloke. I felt so bad.
But he was grateful.
Yeah.
So what he did was
Too grateful.
What he did was he came up to the window and he handed us $50. And we looked at each other and we went, no.
Not taking
No,
$50 for
We were going like, no, we can't do any more money. And so what we said to him was, you pay it forward to
Give it to someone else.
you give it to someone else. But that was a really big thing for us because we realized then that the law of abundance was working for us. And to this day, we still work on that philosophy. We still don't think of ourselves, even when we've got nothing, and there's been times that we've had nothing, we still work on the law of abundance, that we think that the money will come and that we will grow and we will be able to build. We set Phatt up in that way because even in our business today, we have worked on the law of abundance because when we set Phatt up in the very beginning, what we did was we set Phatt up so that Sam and I covered all the costs, and we covered all the costs of the webs. We covered all the building, everything. We covered everything, and we never charged anyone for it. And that was something that we did because we believed that the law of abundance was going to work in a positive way for us at some other point in time, and that we would be able to pass that forward to our team, to people out there that really needed to have the weight loss program that couldn't afford other things. Because remember, what we were looking for was we were looking at the lower socioeconomic women. And though that woman didn't have extra money and she was eating spaghetti and pasta because that was what she could afford.
That's because there's a very good reason why the supermarkets make shit food cheap. They do. It's not a supermarket. It's everyone. Every Western economy makes shit food cheap. Why do you think it's so expensive to buy vegetables or meat? Someone really interesting actually said to me, the food you should purchase is the one with one ingredient, right? So if you're looking for food, buy steak. The only ingredient is beef. Buy a banana. The only ingredient is banana. All those things are extremely expensive. And for the lower socioeconomic people, they can't afford decent food because decent food is spinach, one ingredient, spinach. Chicken, one ingredient, chicken. But you know what? A micro meal will probably cut that in half price-wise. And guess what? Later in life, you're not going to be all that healthy. And all of a sudden, the government is going to be getting ka-ching.
Yeah.
Because now you have to fix the problem that they caused in the first place.
Yeah.
And it's so wrong. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist in any way. You just have to see it. It's so obvious. It's so blinking obvious. And if we can help people preempt the issues in the future, like if you want to drink heaps or smoke heaps or like drink Red Bull, whatever, it doesn't matter. That's on you. But if you're simply a single mum trying to feed your kids and it's cheaper to feed them shit than it is to feed them good food, something wrong there. It's really wrong. It's really disgusting, actually, and I'm going to make a stance.
But that's how women and a lot of us put on a lot of our weight. And you know, even when we didn't have any money, we would eat things that would fill us up and keep us, like warm and our bellies full. So a lot of people put on their weight because of that. But if we, as the Phatt team, and as we as leaders of this team, and we as good humans, can give something away that we know that can help someone.
And that's why we never made it expensive.
I mean, we never got greedy.
Jinx.
We never got greedy.
We never got greedy.
You know, and we wanted to give everybody the opportunity to do our Phatt program and be able to change their lives. And then it's always a circle. So we always say, come and change your life and learn about health. Come and understand what it is to lose 15 kilos. And then come in and join our business and learn about the wealth side of it and learn about how you can create an income. And then come and join our community.
Yeah.
That's what we have always stood for.
We've gone on a while. I hope everyone who started from the beginning watched all the way to the end. But like realistically, the thing I would say is if you've got any questions, just hit us up.
Yeah.
We've got 1,000 mentors, whatever. I don't even know how many mentors now.
There's lots.
Hundreds of people who work with us to do the right thing and to better themselves, but also to better their customers. Yeah. So just hit us up. Just ask the questions. There's no question that we're scared of or anything like that. So just hit us up.
So the question that we started with is Phatt dying?
Is Phatt dying?
Yeah.
Stupid thing to say. No. No.
No.
I can't even believe anyone said that.
No.
Dumbass.
We are.
Not you.
No. We are here to stay. We are here to change lives. We are here to make a difference. And we're here to support you. Lots of love, everyone.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for listening all this time.